I just got back from my first ever Bible practice study a couple hours ago. I ended up taking a nap when I got here, when I got home, and I wanted to make this video. It was on my mind the minute I stepped through the door, but I didn't get the chance to. But a whole bunch of conflicting thoughts and ideas were provoked in the class. Excuse me, and I want to just come here and talk about it real quick. I know a lot of people nowadays don't really speak on religion, and it's kind of like a taboo topic because like people they tend to keep I even say myself the three things you don't speak about: finances, politics, and religion. But I feel like I'm doing a disjustice to myself as well as other people by not talking about this. If I were to just continue my life and act like nothing happened, because inside of the class, right, I'm a super religious person, right? I mean, I know like the Bible and all that, and I wouldn't classify myself as a Christian per se, but I do have a lot of resembling beliefs that they do. And the reason I say I wouldn't classify myself as a Christian is because I know there's a lot of outside propaganda. At least in my own opinion, I think that I don't know like I don't know the bits and pieces behind everything in the world, and I'm not. So I follow by my own personal faith, and I just let that be what it is. But I'm making this video really because there's a lot of stuff that I was being told that I could understand and read and agree with. The more I get into reading the Bible and stuff like that, and the verses we were reading in the class, it helps me to understand it more, right? I feel like maybe because I wasn't reading like the Word of the Bible as much as I should have, that it made it easy to nitpick. And the more I understood, the more it opened my eyes to like, yo, this is what it should have been from the beginning. There was three main takeaways I want to talk about, or like conflicting arguments or points that were made that really like opened my eyes. And the first one, well, one of the first ones was the whole rap music culture and everything. I like Detroit music. I listen to Michigan and all that, right? Baby Tron, Baby Facey, Crispy Life Kid, Rio, and and of course I'm against what they're preaching in their music, right? 100%. I'm not a gangbanger. I don't rob people. I don't shoot people. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't idolize money and materialistic objects. But the preacher has said that listening to that stuff, it's like keeping you in the loop, right? If you're like, and of course, I'm sure there's people out there who are going to hear this message and continue to listen to rap and all, and that's all within your rights. Go ahead. But it really got me conflicted because I'm like, I listen to rap too. I've been doing it for years now. And it really got me thinking, should I stop? Because it's promoting the very essence of what I don't agree with, right? None of my morals correlate with this, but I listen to it because it sounds good. Like, I mean, that just sounds so shallow for me. I don't know. It just seems like I can do better than that. And then the second belief that was talked about was, um, like, our, like, flesh, right? Our skin, our human body, being born in it, and that it's an imperfect body from the sense of Adam and Eve sinned from the beginning, right? So we're descendants and we have the natural need to want to do that. So no matter how good of a person you think you are, it's not about how good of a person you are. And that's what I always thought. I was like, yeah, how could I not go to heaven and that if I'm a good person? I don't do nothing wrong. I'm not fighting people. I'm not shooting people. I'm not doing it right. That's what you think. But at the end of the day, it's not about that because we still sin. We still lie. We don't follow the Ten Commandments, which is the literal rules of the Bible, of Christ, is to follow those rules. Because if you don't, that's literally it. You know what I mean? It's not, oh, well, be a good person today. Shake this person's hand, greet people. Don't be mean. That's not in the ten. That's you being a human. But in order to elevate, you have to follow the rules, and we all break them. So that's having also realizing like, dang, it's not about how nice of a person you are. And that's what the pastor said, and it really hit me. He said the nice people of our world will still be going, you know what I mean? Because like, you're not judged off of your human characteristics. You're not judged off of your human traits and your human brain and what your flesh does in this life. You're not judged off that. You're judged off of the rules that you're supposed to follow that you aren't. Has nothing to do with your character and your morale and how nice of a person you are. you giving people money every day and giving people rights. It doesn't matter if you still going out cussing your parents out. If you still lusting over everything. It's not about that. It's about the rules in the Bible. So that also hit me. I'm like, okay, bet I gotta lock in on those. And for the third one, it was something else along those lines. I can't really remember off the top of my head anymore. But just overall, the concept of going to the class and my full takeaway from it. I now have a choice. Oh, I remember what it was now. It was being aware to the sin, or being aware to the problem you're making. So most people, they're lighten the blow by not really fully doing their research on it, or just not really caring about it to the sense of like they're putting it in the back of their head, right? Like, like as I mentioned the music thing, right? Great example. Most people didn't know that, okay, maybe I shouldn't listen to this whatever, right? They know in the back of their head they shouldn't, but once it's spoken to them and now they fully have an understanding of it, they can choose two things: to either ignore it or to change their ways, right? And most people, the easiest way to ignore it is not to just blatantly ignore it, right? It's to like lower the blow. Well, it's just music. They cope with like different reasons on why it's like easier to continue to follow the the sinful path versus acknowledging you're doing wrong and fixing it. So people, that's what the third reason was. It was just understanding that people don't want to fully commit to it and that they rather much continue to sin versus acknowledging their problems and fixing it. They intentionally stay oblivious so it doesn't hurt their conscience. And the whole point of it is, and the whole point of it was, if it hurts your conscience, you know you're growing because now you know you have room to fix and grow it, which is what he was preaching. Damn, I'm telling you, bro, it hit me. But my whole takeaway from the class, right? Everything from what I've learned from all the topics and everything that was different and the contrasting opinions, I think it was really needed. And so far since the class has happened, I haven't listened to a single rap song or nothing. I've been listening to like instrumentals and stuff, not like super like rap instrumentals. Like I've been listening to like medieval, like calm, you know what I mean, just something that soothes my like head versus listening to crazy. And I do feel a little bit better. I know it's only been like 24 hours, not even that. Probably been like 12. I had the class at like, it started at 12. It's 7:13 as I'm filming this. But yeah, like just little stuff like that. Now I know not everyone's super religious or faithful or anything like that, and I'm not telling you guys to just switch your whole life style up. I'm just coming here and giving voice in my opinion on what I experienced in my first class. And I try to do right, and I try to better myself in that relationship. And if doing the little things like that make a difference, then by all means I'm gonna attempt, or at least try my best possible to do those. And it would and it will really help you all to just try to take away, if anything, try to just take away the fact that if you're not going to change the problems you're doing, don't try to lie to yourself and act like you're not doing it, right? Because we do that. I did that a lot. I do that a lot with a lot of problems, and now I'm just fully embracing them. You're not supposed to do that. You're still doing it. So that's the only thing I got for you guys. I just came here to give you a little summary of my little first Bible class. I liked it. I'm expecting to go back next week or the week after next week because they got something else going on, but it was pretty cool. I really liked it. Shout out to the person who invited me over. It was great. And I'm gonna catch you guys next upload. This was a little bit more of a religious post. I know I told you I'm not a religious channel, by no means am I, but I'm gonna always voice my opinions on this channel, and religion is a huge part of my life in that aspect. So if that happens to become the case for this channel and I end up slipping out and sometimes I'm voicing my thoughts on there about religion and all that, then it just is what it is. By no means am I like nervous or like scared to voice my thoughts on what I'm thinking on my, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna just cut it to the curb. Oh, no one wants to hear it. Nah, I have to talk about this. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you next upload. Stay safe, stay blessed tonight. Keep God in life, and I'll catch you guys later.